everyone, welcome to our presentation. By the way, do you like technology? We can't live without technology, right? There are many kinds of technology in the world, and particularly, Japanese technology is very popular all over the world.
In this presentation, my co-presenter, Saki, will talk about the Japanese bullet train, and I will talk about Japanese home technology. And also, my co-presenter, I will talk about the popular Japanese gaming technology.
Actually, Japanese technology is delightful, influential, helpful, and unique for people. First, Saki will talk about the Japanese bullet train.
Thank you, Ai. Hello, everyone. Have you ever heard of the Japanese bullet train? It is the most recognizable symbol of Japanese technology, and it is called Shinkansen. People are always impressed by Shinkansen technology. First of all, let's move on to the features of the Shinkansen. Shinkansen is very high-tech, particularly Shinkansen is very high-tech and safe and eco-friendly. First of all, let's move on to the high-tech. Shinkansen is very high-tech, particularly it is super speedy and has smooth ride. And many kinds of creative ideas related to the high-tech. Now, Shinkansen's maximum speed is more than 188 miles per hour. From now, please let me show you Japanese Shinkansen. Please keep your eyes. Are you surprised? Why is the Japanese Shinkansen so speedy? The first creative idea is material. At first, Shinkansen body was made of steel. As you know, steel is very heavy materials. But now, material was changed into aluminum alloy. It is really light materials. So Shinkansen succeed. Reduction of 250 tons. By the way, 250 tons are same weight as 50 elephants. Next, let's move on to the shape. Shape is also very important for high speed because it is related to aerodynamic. At first, Shinkansen's face was very flat, but now it is very sharp. It has been calculated and changed many times to decrease air resistance even a little. Surprisingly, Shinkansen's face is shaped by humans because humans' hands are more exact than machine. Can you believe it? He is shaping Shinkansen just by hammer. Next, let's move on to the smooth ride. Despite its high speed, when people ride on the Shinkansen, they always feel comfort because Shinkansen has special devices. It reduces swing. It is called semi-active damper. In addition, by using special underfloor structure, it can reduce noise. Next, let's move on to the future of the Shinkansen. In 2027, new types of train will become operational. It is called linear motor train. Surprisingly, it runs with strong magnetic power, and maximum speed is more than 312 miles per hour. In addition, it is more eco-friendly and has smooth ride. Next, let's move on to the safety of the Shinkansen. Do you know Shinkansen is the safest transportation in the world? Why is Shinkansen so safe? There are two creative ideas. The first creative idea is Dr. Yellow. It is an inspection train. In 3 times a month, it examines truck equipment. Surprisingly, this technology can detect can detect real distortion of 0.1 millimeter and send it to a computer. Next, let's move on to the earthquake prediction system. In Japan, earthquakes often happen, so earthquake prediction system is very necessary. Surprisingly, this technology can detect earthquake quickly and stop the train safely. Can you believe it? Actually, in 2011, when a big earthquake happened, all the passengers were safe because of earthquake prediction system. Finally, Japanese Shinkansen is the most eco-friendly transportation, and it has been prized by Japanese government 3 times. There are 2 creative ideas. The first creative idea is regenerative brake system. Surprisingly, by using this brake system, Shinkansen can make energy and send it to another Shinkansen. Can you believe it? Therefore, it can reduce CO2 and save energy. Next, let's move on to the recycle. Of course, recycle is also very important for eco-friendly. Surprisingly, about 100% of the sheets can be recycled, and also about 90% of the body can be recycled because it is made of aluminum alloy. In conclusion, Japanese Shinkansen is the dream of transportation for everyone. It is not only high-tech, but also safe and eco-friendly. Absolutely, Japanese Shinkansen will improve more and more in the future. This technology is pride of Japan. It is Dreamy Super Express. Thank you for listening. Next, Rino will talk about Ideas for Life, Japanese Home Technology.
Thank you, Saki. That was interesting. Hi, I'm Rino. Technology is necessary for us to live, right? But you might not realize how much is in the technology Japanese home. So today I'm going to talk about Ideas for Life, Japanese home technology. In this presentation, I will focus on bedding room technology and kitchen room technology. In Japan, bedding room and toilet are separated. Let's move on to the toilet technology. Japan is famous for toilet technology, especially toilet seats, hygiene, and sound. First, let's move on to the toilet seats. The toilet lid cover can open and close automatically. So, when we enter the toilet room, the toilet notices and open and close automatically for this sensor. Also, toilet seat has a heating function. Therefore, toilet seats can always keep warm even automatically, even if the season is the winter. Because in Japanese home hasn't a central heating. Next, let's move on to the hygiene in Japan. It is also advanced. In Japan, toilet is always keep clean because of hygiene function. Inside the toilet room, it has an automatic washing system, so it can help always toilet inside keep and deodorants. Now, let's move on to the bedding room technology, which is interesting. First, it's shower. Japanese showers are great. The hot water runs or never runs out when we take a shower. And also, it has a steam function. It can keep our skin moist. So, this function is especially popular for young women. In addition, it has an eco mode. So, it can help reduce the water amount of each shower. Now, let's move on to the bathtubs. Japanese bathtubs are relaxing and comfortable. In Japan, lots of relaxing features has, but most famous is bubble massage. It looks very comfortable, isn't it? This bubble massage has a warming effect for us than normal bubble massage, normal bathtub. So it can help our body blood circulation. Finally is flower. Japanese flower has a heating function. It is very useful for especially cold winter. So we can keep warm automatically, and also we can control temperature for ourselves. Also, it has a safety function called sleep-proof. It can protect for young children, little children, and older people from danger. Additionally, Japanese flower has a hygienic, so it can stop bacteria. Now, let's move on to the kitchen technology. Japan is also famous for kitchen technology, and it has a lot of appearances. For example, rice cooker. This is necessary for Japanese, rice is a staple food is a rice. First, the rice cooker is steam used for boiling. So, therefore, the quality of rice is great. Also, it can keep rice warm. So when we eat the rice, it always keeps warm and delicious. Finally, Japanese rice cooker can bake a cake. Next, let's move on to the IH cooking heater. IH means introduction heater. Surprisingly, IH cooking heater is not use fire, so it's no need to worry about fire. It's always high level of safety. Also, IH cooking heater is flat, so easy to clean. Additionally, IH cooking heater can control by our phone, so it means always reservation for cooking. In conclusion, Japanese home technology are high technology and also unique. Now, my co-presenter, I will talk about Japanese gaming technology. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Rino. That was amazing. Hello, everyone. My name is Ai. Welcome to my presentation. Today, I'd like to talk about fantasy and reality, popular Japanese gaming technology. I have a question. When you feel stressed or you are super busy, how do you relax? Thank you. People all over the world enjoy and love entertainment. My presentation will focus on 3 aspects of the size of gaming industry in Japan, different preferences between gamers of different generations in Japan, and different preferences between Americans and Japanese. First of all, gaming is huge in Japan. 3 companies are very famous for console gaming: Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. Today, Nintendo DS series are the most popular dedicated handheld gaming devices in the world. Nintendo has sold it about 200 million of these gaming devices. Also, Nintendo Wii is popular. It was sold about 100 million devices. I have both of them. Second, Sony is also famous. This company is famous for PlayStation games. Before these gaming machines sold, Nintendo's machines were top. After that, it changed. After PlayStation 3 sold, people could connect to the internet with it. Of course, I have all of them. Finally, Microsoft also sells its Xbox gaming system in Japan. However, it is the 3rd most popular console game system in Japan, behind PlayStation and Nintendo Wii. 2 companies are very famous for computer gaming. One is Square Enix. This company is famous for Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. These games are played both on a computer and on PlayStation. The graphics are very clear. The action is very real. This company is proficient at online gaming and mobile gaming. Another popular company is Electronic Arts. It makes SimCity, Star Wars, and FIFA soccer games, which are very famous. Recently, many people use smartphones or iPhones, and many kinds of gaming apps have increased on these platforms. 2 companies are very famous for gaming apps. One is Copla. The gaming apps are based on information of the cell phone's location, so people can play gaming apps anywhere. Other company is Ganho. This company is famous for Puzzle and Dragons in Japan. Its sales are top. This gaming company is very popular in Japan. Now, let's move on to the next topic. The kinds of gaming software which people play depends on the generation. Young people like elementary school students enjoy cartoon animation games, such as Pokemon. Players take care of Pokemon while fighting the other Pokemons. The story is very easy for young people, so it is very popular. Another popular game for young people is Yokai Watch. Players search for yokai, a cartoon character, and they can add yokai to their party. Players also fight the bad yokai. The animated characters are very cute, so these kinds of games have become popular among young people in Japan. Many older people who are more than 20 years old enjoyed fantasy games, such as Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. The graphics are very clear, so players can see lots of expressions of the characters. There are also different gaming preferences between Americans and Japanese. Almost all Japanese gaming software is not so popular in America. American gaming software is also not so popular in Japan because there are big differences between them. American people tend to like FPS games. FPS means first-person shooter. It is a kind of shooting game. The style is that the character's viewpoint is the same as the player's viewpoint. Players can experience gaming world as if they actually are part of the game. The story is very real, like players' actual life. There are often grotesque or violent scenes in the games. These kinds of realism is very important for Americans who enjoy gaming. On the other hand, Japanese people tend to like RPG. RPG means role-playing game. The style is that players bring up their own avatars and raise their level while fighting the enemies. These kinds of gaming software always involves the story of fantasy. Also, Japanese people care about appearance of the characters more than their skills in the games. As you can see, there are many differences between the two countries. In conclusion, as you can see, the gaming industry in Japan is huge. Gaming technology still continues to develop since the games were first introduced long time ago. There are different gaming preferences between young and old in Japan. Also, Americans and Japanese tend to enjoy different styles of gaming. You can experience fantasy and reality in the games. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ai. It was amazing. As you learned, Japanese people incorporate their own style, and Japanese bullet train, home technology, and gaming are still developing quickly.
Also, Japanese technology is inspiring, useful, and interesting for people. You are surrounded by many technology in your life.
Thank you for listening.